Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. We are about to summon the War Council and go into the dreaded hinterlands for me. It's just easy to get lost in the hinterlands on your first go around because there's so much to do. But we're going to try to stay focused on the task at hand.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esther's estate? Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
Names for what? Alright, contact Clan Lavelin, Dalin, Andarin, Atishon? How do you say it? It does my heart well to hear that you are safe. Our clan was visited by members of the Inquisition who spoke persuasively of the good work you are doing, as well as the fairness at which our kind has been treated by the Inquisition itself. You know that Clan Lavelin has little by way of gold, but I gave the messenger some of our healing herbs as Slice blessed us with abundance in our recent foraging. We would be a distraction if we came to the Inquisition itself. Our hunters arguing with the humans, as they so easily do. Nevertheless, if you need aid, send word and we are with you. Darth Sharal. And I don't know how to say her name, but Keeper Lavelin. Thank you. We're addressing a nobleman's concerns, Ambassador Montilier. So the Inquisition is a hollow prank, a jest to swindle the righteous. The tide of apostates and demons swells on my doorstep as you do nothing. My death will be on your head and the heads of all of the other charlatans of the Inquisition, and it will leave a stain so dark the Maker himself could not remove it. Yours truly, Lord Kildren. I wanted to do Cullen, but I accidentally clicked on Josephine, so oh well. The Terran of Highever, Commander Cullen, your honor guard was a welcome sight at the Divine's Vigil. As a measure of thanks, I am sending Ferelden arms and equipment for your troops. Sincerely, Terran Fergus Cousland. So Fergus did live, despite you not being a Cousland, so that's cool. So we also have Hard and Hightown 3, Varric's Revenge. Ruffles, I need a favor. Actually, let's just call it a loan since I'll pay it back. I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me that Hard and Hightown 3, the re-punching, appeared in print from an Antiva printer a couple weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. I had my contacts in the Merchants Guild look for the author a couple years back. The best they could find out after spending a couple hundred gold was that Tyrell Balinforth is a pen name. Balinforth? I could have told them that for free. You got contacts with the Antivan print houses. Maybe you can find out more than the guild. Then we have Liliana. If the author has evaded the Merchants Guild, the Crows might be a better choice for investigating him. Or Josephine. I could ask a friend in Antivi to look into this matter, I suppose. She supposes. Let's do Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
Alright, let's go to the hinterlands. Did I read this? I think I did. Let's fast travel officially to the hinterlands. Of course, we're bringing the gang. The spell and spell purge abilities. Ooh. See, I didn't know that playing the first time, and then I saw someone's playthrough, and they did that, and I was like, what? I guess I just didn't read it.
Herald of Andraste.
Whoa.
I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
Oh my god.
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
She makes it seem so dire, which I guess it kind of is, but Master Jin is just chilling. Like, legit. I'm not talking to this person, I'm just coming to look at the overlook.
I've news, sir.
No! Get away from me.
I don't have time. Yes, sir.
Everyone's leveled up. I forgot to level them up. Alright. Looked like it hurt. The worst mistake your enemies can make is to let you see them flinch. Regenerate stamina. Let's get poisoned weapons. Make the most of her equipment, gain a bonus to armor. Untouchable defense, they can't kill, they can't hit. You get a bonus to your maximum guard. Let's make her a tank. And Soulless. Sure. Alright. Let's look at all these people. What are y'all just doing? Just standing there? You have to be helping. Whoa. Why did my camera do that? Whoa! What's happening? Excuse me. Just a bunch of people here just for, like, what are y'all doing? Posing on us. I don't know how much I'll show me walking around. If we have to traverse a long area and there's nothing happening, I'll probably cut it out. But we will try to explore everything that we can. I don't know if we'll do everything, but the majority of things I think we can do. Royal elf root, nice. And there's a quest in here. A letter in an empty home. Brythus, I know you escaped with the other mages and I know you'll come here. Father told you that if you ever strayed, he'd put you down himself. Whoa, if you're here, you know he's dead, but I'm not. I'll be killing apostates and waiting for you at old Phoenix Place to the north. I got Father's sword, my true brothers, and the Templars. Come if you're man enough, Yevin.
That may be worth investigating.
Is it? You think we can save the mage? Why would he want to kill his brother? Jesus, because they just hate mages? So prejudiced? Hold on. The threat remains. I kind of want to do... Red Cliff's up there. Oops. I kind of want to do the refugees. And then I want to go to the horses. Hopefully that's all we do while we're here.
Mother Giselle cannot be far.
Got it, Cassandra. Oh, dead people. Scouts. We killed them. Oh. Oh.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold. We are not apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
They definitely don't. And also the mages don't care. I don't know why they're just attacking on sight. Like, we're trying to help everyone. At least they're not summoning demons. Yet. Right?
We are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like they're listening.
Make it take you.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Jeez. Ow! Fuck's your problem? I think I am on hard. Pretty sure I changed my difficulty. Oh, he has a shield. I'm deflecting all my shit. Oh, there we go.
That's the end of it.
Okay, cool. We've protected the refugees. Interesting.
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother.
Ugh.
Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
For real.
Mother Giselle.
It's just a tool.
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
I don't want them to.
Not through any choice of mine.
We seldom have much say in our fate, I'm sad to say.
So you agree with them?
I don't presume to know the Maker's intentions, for any of us. But I did not ask you to come simply to debate with me.
Then why am I here?
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it.
Oh, yeah?
I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
That won't just make it worse.
Because you are a mage?
An elf?
That too.
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. The power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
So I show up, say hello, show them the mark on my hand.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us or destroy us.
Dang, she's absolutely
I will go
right.
to Haven and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
That's good. At least some, was she a mother? Revered mothers wants to help. Instead of just denouncing us
Corporal
outright.
Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area.
Yep.
We should speak with him.
I will do so. We have lots of things to do. A letter to revered mother Giselle. To my friend and faithful servant, revered mother Giselle. The Grand Clerics tell me you have requested more aid in tending the refugees who are gathering in and around Redcliffe. Your efforts are indeed most appreciated, although in the future, when you are asked how many refugees will be helped by your efforts for requisitioning purposes, it may help you provide an actual numerical answer as opposed to the worthy but unspecific as many as we can. What? What? It breaks my heart to see this war cross the Maker's land, Giselle. I would that you were here with me at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. Your words have calmed many irate minds over the years, and we will not lack for those at the Conclave. Still, I am glad that the refugees have you to care for them. Too many in the halls of power have forgotten our faithful. If any pressure you to accommodate their views, you must let me know at once. Make her willing, this war shall be over. Soon, Giselle, be well and go with my blessing. Oh no, it's from Divine Justinia. Before she died. That's fucked up. That's messed up. So let's think. Okay. We're gonna look at the shop.
Something like that.
It's good to have commerce restored. I've many goods here if you wish to trade.
Why are you walking away? Is this all? No, it's just armor. Sure.
Are you sure? I don't know.
We also have this to do. Saga of Tirada, Bright Axe of our mother. 7th stanza. Drida, Bright Axe, dwarf friend, chieftain, with her leaf-eared lover lay. Woke she did to love's sweet morning, lover gone in light of day. Dreamworms whispers spoken soft, still the silence crushed and crashing. Dead her tribe unless a child could keep her in line in warrior fashion. Ava Lavar, so named the lover, called our journey yours and mine. One day child of Thedas blood, Morrigan non, in strength must shine. Lovers whisper to obey. Hinder, dwarf prince friend in passion, babe produce to serve the line. The Avar tribe her name are taking. Dwarf and Avar, eh? Is that what that was about? Okay, I do want to help the refugees, and I do want to go to Master Dennett. Those are my 2 objectives for this episode. I need to set objectives because otherwise I'm going to get very overwhelmed. Ah!
Come on. Anyone, please.
Sorry,
help
hi.
my wife.
I fell down. I didn't know where you... Why were you walking down here?
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
Okay. We don't even really talk. We just kind of...
Fine day to you.
Thank you.
Right.
Here we go. Hello.
That's the last of the bread. Going to be a long,
Oh, this
hungry
quest. Oh, yep.
These people need food.
night. There are rams out in the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and no lords around to kill you for poaching. Too dangerous to go hunting now. More likely to find mages than luck.
Okay.
Good luck.
I hate that quest because it just feels like a fetch quest, but I do want to help the refugees because I feel like Orwyn would help as many people as she can. Oh, look at that art. What does that mean? Hunter's view of the Mage Templar War. The words in this note have many misspellings and are scrawled in a clumsy hand. Mother Valerie said things I saw won't get out of my head unless I put them somewhere else. She told me write it down. It's a long time since I did letters, but I'll try. I saw refugees in the hill. I was there to hunt. I saw them, but did not say hello because I was on the trail. The refugees were going to Redcliffe. They were slow and bent over when they walked like old men. Templars came. They talked to the refugees. They hit them. The refugees gave food. Then mages came. The mages used fire. Everyone burned. I was in a bush, but they did not see me. Some Templars killed the mages. The mages ran. The Templars wanted to run after them. A refugee was still burning. His arm went up to a Templar. The Templar used his sword. What the fuck? It went up and down, up and down. There were pieces of black. Oh. He stayed while other Templars ran after mages. He took things from bodies. One body was moving. It had long hair and burned dress. The Templar started to take off his arm and I shot him? What the fuck? Ew! What? Ew! I went down to the lady. She made little noise and her eyes looked at me, then she died. I want it to go out of my head. Please make her. I've been good. I don't want it to. Oh my god. I don't blame him for being traumatized. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck, indeed. Okay. Wait, Corporal Vale. That's what I want to do. Corporal Vale! I'm stuck. He's trying to tell me, hey, talk to the food guy and this other person. I think I'm having a little bit of a hard time recording Inquisition, personally, mentally, because Dragon Age games have been a very comfort game for me, so I would shut my brain off to record them. And having to sit here and try to talk to you guys and theorize is fun, but also takes a lot more brain power than I'm used to when playing one of these games.
Thanks for your help. The mages and templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
Okay.
What other problems do these refugees face?
We've got some injuries that go beyond stitches and elf fruit. I know healers are in short supply, but if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
Redcliffe.
You were concerned about refugees starving?
Yes. Many of them brought food, but they expected to be home by now, or safe in a city. There's a hunter up the hill who has some ideas.
Is there anything we can do to help people deal with the cold?
I asked the Inquisition to send blankets. You'd think I was asking for a wagon at Raw Lyrian. A recruit named Whittle is trying to make what we can bring in last. If you have any ideas, talk to him across the road.
What can you tell me about the Templars?
All the Templars were called to Val Royeaux not long ago. These bastards ignored the order. Now they're killing rebel mages, along with any refugees they think are mage sympathizers. Every Templar I've ever known has wanted to protect the common folk. These men defile their order's good name.
What can you tell me about the rebel mages?
The real rebels are up north in Redcliffe, dug in and taking care of their own. The ones out here are just apostates, locked up in the circles all these years, and now they've gone mad with power. The rebels in Redcliffe have washed their hands of them. I wish we could do the same.
Damn, okay.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the mages and templars are done killing each other.
Farewell.
And you as well.
Okay, so I know I said that I was... Oh god, okay, I know about power. I should turn off the tips. I know I said that I'm gonna do 2 things here. But I think I lied. I think I'm gonna actually leave the hinterlands and go to Val Royeaux, because I kind of want to get my companions before we explore more of the hinterlands. Oh my god, I'm floating on this rock. So if you didn't know, you can click the map, you can go to world map, and you can leave. I hope I have enough power. I might not have enough power, so how do I check that first? So I need 4 power. So actually we will be staying here for a little bit. We're gonna get some power going.
Thank you.
Ah, there's fall damage.
True enough.
Okay, see, look at this. This is why I put that there. Because I get disoriented when it like highlights all the camps. So we'll get 4 power and we'll go to Val Royeaux immediately. Because I want to be able to get all my companions. Because I don't know if I want to rock with Cassandra and Varric the entire time. I kind of want my rogue to be Cole for obvious reasons. Whoa. Loving the music. Forgot how nice the music is here.
We could make camp here?
We will. We will, Solus. Trailblazer. Cool. We got a trophy.
Of you, sir.
Nope. Don't
I
talk
don't
to
have
me.
time.
Do not talk to me, ever. So we got one power. There's also a quest in a tree over here, I believe. Look at that waterfall action! Look at this dude. Got shot with an arrow and looks like he was burnt. We got a map to a waterfall. Interesting. Like I said, we'll try to do everything. I like clearing my journal, but I don't know if we'll do all the collectibles, because those can be a little tedious, and honestly, I don't know where everything is without a guide. There's a lot of like little... Oh, we can click control to read about them. Oculara can locate shards in the world. When an ocularum can no longer see any shards, it stops glowing. That's strange. Move the mouse, look around, focusing on a shard will mark it on your map. Yeah, I know about these. We'll try to, we'll do the
certain objects in the distance. I am not familiar with such magic.
Of course, it had to be a skull that lights up creepy shit.
We'll get the shards because there is a purpose for the shards other than just collecting them. But I'll probably cut out me getting the shards because there's really no purpose in showing that. Okay, we need to... I think Master didn't... Oh, he's like way over there. Let's go down. This is kind of like a path.
It is a comfort to have you present on our journeys, Seeker.
Okay, I'm gonna
You
pause.
so rarely call me by my name, Solas. Why is that?
Manners, perhaps.
Manners have not held you back on other occasions.
I say what I believe to be true, even if it gives offense to those who prefer the lie. But there is no lie in what you are. Your position is an honorable and well-earned.
And well earned. So I did have the mod that helps with,
Look at this. The apostates have gone mad with power.
The Templars aren't looking any better here.
100% agree, both are bad apparently. But I did get the mod that helps me with hearing the banter dialogue. I think I have it set to 3 to 7 minutes. So I think it's a little better than what it was. I think this area is just respawns the people till you find their camps.
We must continue on if we are to secure the alliance.
Our goal is not to find their camp right now. I'm really just trying to do these quests. Where is it? Huh? Is it in the burning house?
Here, let me try.
A mosaic piece and a shard. See, the mosaic pieces I don't know about. We'll just kind of let them be.
I cannot say what it is, but there must be a reason the skull illuminated the object.
Oh, brother. Give her some extra protection. Oh no, Finnick Fox, please get out of there. No! Bro, can we stop fighting here? Or is this gonna be a constant thing? Let's get out of here. Look at this place. What is this for? It's like a fort. Oh, there's people here. I'm very excited for the gameplay in Belgard. I'm really excited. Because I'm gonna be honest, this feels very, I'm just holding a button down. You know? Just holding a button down. What the hell is happening in here? Hello? Red Lyrium? Red Lyrium? Kind of insane. There's just a vein of red lyrium in here. Get the icy hot going. Cassandra, fight him. Cassandra! Why did she stop? Why did she stop? Who knows? Alright, here's a letter here. Templar encampment. Brothers, we must listen to the call of the Maker himself, who has given us the duty to destroy these mages. By their rebellion, they have forfeited their right to live. They are not people in any order that asks us to end this, just in righteous battle is a lie. A test sent by him to separate the faithful from the foolish. Join us off the west road and fight for a worthy cause. Ew! Mages aren't people. I'm sick of people who think like that. Awful people. Fort Connor. Oh, they made a fort in honor of Connor? Or was this who Connor was named after? Fort Connor was constructed by a young Arl Eamon after the legions were driven from Ferelden. It was named in honor of Eamon's father, who died at the Battle of Westhill, and after whom the Arl named his son. I see. Eamon was determined for Redcliffe to stand a shining example of Ferelden's strength. He constructed Fort Connor to watch the King's Highway and protect the hinterlands against all enemies. It proved its fortitude against Darkspawn during the Fifth Blight, suffering damage only when the Darkspawn developed emissaries. Eamon said proudly at the time that Fort Connor was unbreakable by anything short of magic. And for that, thank the Maker, we have Templars. Also, what the hell is this about? Oh! I've seen people struggle with this, by the way. Instead of just interacting with it and having it destroyed, they had to use like a warrior. Which I don't think I've ever had trouble with that. Destroying that. As any other class. Ooh, the Keeper Staff of Lightning's good. Solus, do you want a new weapon? You can have my old one. Well, he won't. Do we all have a helmet? You don't. Do you want a Templar helmet? Oh wait, we have some accessories. Hands grappling chain. And we don't have lightning bolt. Okay. Let's continue on. Fort Connor, huh? Isn't there a secret over here? Am I thinking of another place? Why are there cages? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're trying to avoid the fighting here because it's just repetitive nonsense because they keep respawning because we haven't filled their encampment. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with that. So we're not. Oh, there's a rift over here. What level are they?
Perhaps the Inquisition could determine the nature of these objects.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Level 4? Interesting. I don't have to spell yet, but I'm hoping to get one. Oh, goodness. 3 of them are too much. 3 of them are too much. 3 are too much! Get up, Cassandra. Holy fuck. No, 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 you won't get me. I saw that. Holy hell. 3 of those are too much. For sure.
Too many refugees out here. Reminds me of Kirkwall during the Blight.
Yeah, that's true. So are you gonna take a potion, buddy? So loud. No, who are we fighting? Why? Ooh! You should have just minded your business, sir. Like, literally should have just minded your business.
I do not believe these are simply bandits. Their armor and training suggest something deeper.
Oh, yeah? No. Please. Disengage. Actually, I think we do. How do I get there? So they're killing each other. Why are we interfering? Why are we interfering with this? Oh my god, where did you come from? Like, we could just let them kill each other. We don't have to interfere. Well. Jesus. Kill the dudes. Why are they even here? Oh my god, there's another enemy. Alright, let's read something. Saga Tirada Bright Axe, 6th stanza. Tirada Bright Axe, proud her tribe, free from follow, fat below. Built in battle, fed on fighting, strong from struggle did they grow. Deep in caves, the Stonian tribe, hinders warriors stout and strong, met the tribe with axes ready, armor gleaming, sword blades long. Spoke with Tirda, did her lover, gentle whispers soft she made. Dwarven hearts were sundered, simple still, with honor, thus she bade. Let the tribe, the dwarfmen know, in their caves where they belong, not with battle but with trade, hinders dwarfs give peace unbreaking. Interesting. So they traded with the Avar instead of fighting. Trading's good. What's in here? Cabin key. Sounds spooky in there. Cabin key. You're telling me that Varric can't just lockpick that? How do we get around this damn mountain? Guess we'll go this way. I don't know. Excuse me? Excuse me? Why is there just a fucking spider here? Oh shit, they're level 8. Why is there just a spider here? Please go. What just spawned in? Excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out over this. What just happened? Why did they spawn on top of us? Why are there spiders on the surface? Level 8 spiders, level 8 outlaws. We probably shouldn't be here. Bro! Why were there spiders? Why were there spiders? And why did dudes spawn on top of us?
Bandits, demons, mages, and templars. The refugees are in dire need of help.
You don't fucking say. You don't fucking say. You don't know. No. You no. Let's back it up. Let's back it up. Let's back it up. No, I'm not doing that. We'll stay in our lane and go over here and do what I assume is our level. It is our level of enemies. Enough of lag sometimes. Ooh, what the fuck? I don't know why this area has the lag, but there is lag. Sandra, get out of there. What are you doing? Oh my god, there's so many. Literally so many. How much power do we have? How can we check that? How do we check that? Please stop. Oh, we have enough. We can leave. I would love to leave. I would love to go back and do Royeaux. I would love that. Alright. Oh. Why? Why does it do that? Okay. Let's go and go to Royeaux. I don't know why it starts us off at the bottom there. Oh! Hi? There are a lot of angry people.
Your kind killed the most
Whoa,
holy.
whoa, whoa.
Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, mate!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
Of course you are. Jesus. Hello, what's going on?
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other.
What kind
for
of matching,
Devine's
Colin?
death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
I'm not the Herald.
I don't believe I'm Andraste's herald any more than you do, Chancellor.
That laudable humility won't stop the Inquisition from using a misconception when it suits them.
The Inquisition claims only that we must close the breach or perish.
You say that now, Commander. We shall see if the sentiment remains true.
Remind me why you're allowing the Chancellor to stay.
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Royeaux, however.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
The mages and Templars are fighting, even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it.
No, they
Or
won't.
we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
Damn.
Don't let anyone riot while we're gone.
The walls will be standing when you return. I hope.
He hopes. Too bad we can't talk to Chancellor Roderick there. Mother Giselle should be here, though.
These truths the Maker has revealed to me, as there is but one world.
Researcher Meneve wishes to verify that the infections have decreased in number. Yes. Thank you for your help. Tell me, are you happy this way? With everything you feel and dream cut away? I no longer talk to dragons. I see.
I no longer talk to dragons? What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Hi.
Greetings, Herald of Andraste.
Hello.
How fares your quest to seal the breach?
Damned if I know. People are frustrating.
Not as well as it should. How can people focus on trivialities when faced with the breach?
It is easy for us to imagine that mundane matters fall aside in tumultuous times. The Chant of Light does not speak of feeding troops or arranging meetings or any such mundane concerns. But every organizational detail you contend with, Andraste herself once faced. These trivialities are steps on your path to victory, even if history never remembers them.
You realize that I follow my people's gods, not the Maker.
Fair enough. But Andraste lived, and her deeds, however shrouded by myth, have their basis in fact. If you do not believe the Chant of Light, at least consider it a map of the dangers you might face. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
I feel like as someone playing as a character like an elf, or maybe even a dwarf, or even a Qunari that doesn't believe in Andraste is very like banging your head against a wall in this game. You keep telling everyone, I'm not the Herald, I don't believe in the Maker, blah blah blah, and they still don't listen.
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next Divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with Divine Justinia at the Conclave. The Grand Clerics are terrified of the Inquisition. They will not decide soon, and I fear they will not decide wisely. Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. No one else seems likely to seal the breach.
Yep. They don't have a mark on their hand.
How are the people doing after what happened at the Conclave?
They are scared, of course. Many have lost homes or loved ones. I doubt many will sleep well until you have sealed the breach. I have offered what help I can. The rest is for the Inquisition. What more do you wish to know?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
They are terrified. Many of them came here because the war between the Mages and the Templars destroyed their homes. In their minds, the death of a Divine has destroyed any chance of peace. To that, add the breach. Farmers have fled their fields. If we do not restore order, half of Thedas may starve.
Damn.
What are you doing to help these people?
My sisters and I have been tending to the injured as best we are able. Some refugees come with food, while others arrive empty-handed. I have helped ensure that all have enough to eat. Beyond that, many simply wish the familiar comfort of the Chant of Light. It is little enough work to offer some comfort to those in pain.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon.
Oh, she's talking about this?
Or something
already?
worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
I'm surprised she's talking about Emperor de Loyen.
Until next time.
Alright, let's get to Valerio. Because I want to move the plot forward so we can start getting our companions. Let's get, this. My dear Leliana, your author friend is truly a mystery. Our search uncovered only a string of foreign accounts. The trail of coin led from Antiva to Deventer to the Free Marches and Orlais. Someone hit their tracks well, but not well enough. Your writer is in Kirkwall, and remember, you owe me a favor. Owe me a favor. Let's get someone doing coin.
All right.
To Royeaux. Address the chantry in Royeaux. The remaining chantry clerics have declared this Inquisition heretical. Attempts to gather allies against the breach have been rebuffed, and at this moment we could not step foot into the capital without being attacked by a mob or arrested. We must convince the chantry to permit us entry into the city so that we can show them the Herald of Andraste is not the monster they believe. Sure, let's do it.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask her.
Oh, yeah, me?
What can they do? It's just talk.
Don't underestimate the power of their words. An angry mob will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with her.
Thank you, Cassandra.
Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach.
True.
Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
We shall. Yep, let's do it. We're going to Royeaux. Such a beautiful place. I love the music.
The city still mourns.
Why is she scared?
Just a guess, Seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lady Herald.
Hello.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
What? The Templars?
Only one thing to do, then.
Are they Templars or are they Seekers? Maybe most of them are Templars.
They wish to protect the people from us?
Protect them from the blasphemous Herald of Andraste, I'd say.
Surely they cannot think such a thing.
Why not? They wouldn't be the only ones.
You think the Order's returned to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all that's occurred.
He had a letter. Yeah.
Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
There's gonna be a lot to read here. The avenue of her reflective thought inscribed upon a plaque. Our Lady and the actors of her rise and fall, her message and visage are worth repeating. Lots of statues. Is this Mathrath? Yeah, Mathrath's blood guilt. And his head suddenly weighs too much. Does it now? Mathrath's remorse and meeting a low Dorphine. It's the same one. Mathrath's penitence and unrelated headache. The avenue of her reflective thought. The avenue is inspirational but wise. Travelers do not linger in their respects, not just because the bazaar awaits, but because the area before the back-turned statues is treacherous. What? Local legend has it that child Empress Amy abused the opportunity of religious repose to relieve herself beneath the gaze of Our Lady. What? Unable to discipline the childling leader, her attendants instead chastised the statues and had them turned in supposed embarrassment. True or not, foolish youth stare at each other to spoil the spot in similar fashion, in a place of otherwise reverent thought always carries a faint odor about it. Ew. They pissing out here? His unfortunate hair. What? The Emporium of Moral Means, for all matters defensive concern, offensive intent, and study of arts, martial, and with sanction magical. Before I read all these plaques, let's do this cutscene.
Don't worry, guardsman. The Inquisition is here, along with the Herald of Andraste.
They say they found the knife here covered with the Divine's blood.
Let her pass. The Inquisition is the Templars' problem, and they'll fix it.
You think so? Do you think that, really? She of highway men repents. Gallows master, hold thy hand, hold it back a while. Callous juror, let me stand, let me bear a smile. For comes my brother distant, for comes my saviour soon. I stand here most insistent, I will receive my boon. Fellow soldier, hold thy voice, hold it if you may. Follow shoulders, show my choice, I am in your sway. For I know my crime was cruel, and all my pain deserved. I stand here as a fool, despite my brother served. Mother dearest, look away, look into the sun. Others dearest gone astray, you will be undone. For no more will I prattle, and no more will I pray. Hear you must the rattle, as life will fly away. Wow. About hanging people? Oh, hi.
Templars will stand for us and help Royeaux return to morning.
As you are the only ones who appear to care about the hole in the sky. But the Chantry is insistent.
Hi. What's happening?
Good people of Royeaux, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery.
Oh boy.
You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste,
no,
claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no elf in our hour of need.
Wow, the racism. We never claimed to be, but also we have a real enemy.
You say I am the enemy. The breach in the sky is our true enemy. We must unite to stop it.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
I don't know why they punch her. Like, why? So cruel.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
You're not here to deal with the Inquisition.
As if there were any reason to.
Damn.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Wow. Like, literally, help us close the breach.
What we truly need is an alliance that will seal the breach.
Oh, the breach is indeed a threat. But you certainly have no power to do anything about it.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker? What if...
This is the good one.
You are
He's
called
the good one.
to a higher purpose.
And he looks like he's on death's door.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the void.
Stands alone.
We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing. And the Inquisition, less than nothing.
The writing for this game and the dialogue is so
Templars,
good.
Royeaux is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Oh. Hi, Varric. How's it going?
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad? Oh, I love Cassandra.
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
So bizarre.
Do you think he can be reasoned with?
I hope so. If not him, there are surely others in the Order who don't feel as he does. Either way, We should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Wow. Lord Seeker Lucius. God, we have so much, probably. Look at this card. Oh my god. Lord Seeker Lucius Corrin. For months we were all so certain Lord Seeker Lambert's death was an assassination carried out by mages. He had, after all, declared the Navarian Accord null and void, hurtling us headlong into a war against the rebels. Why else would he be killed except as an act of retribution? The entire Templar Order was fired up, ready to take up the fight against the mages, something we were sure would be over in a matter of weeks. Thus, the election of Lucius Corrin to the role made me despair. According to the few seekers of truth with whom I spoke, he was a moderate. He agreed to the Divine's conclave, and every Templar I knew felt certain he would compromise to see the war ended. Good, as they should. But lately the man seems different, does he not? I never met him before he assumed command, but even in this short time his opinions on the war have turned. He did not go to the conclave he personally supported. In fact, he seemed to regret supporting it at all. He talks to the Templars establishing themselves as a power in our own right, and our fellows are all too eager to listen. I don't know from where this change of heart came, but I begin to wonder if Lambert's death wasn't as simple a matter as we assume. Something is amiss within our order, and all I know is that it's beyond me to discover what. From an unknown Templar found in a burned-out fort. Yikes. I'm surprised we don't have a Mother Giselle one. We don't need to read the crafting materials. Creatures, we probably won't read. Because, honestly, yes, we understand what they are. Spellbinder. Those are interesting things, though. Oh. Groups. The Pentagast. Allow me to correct you on one important point, my friend. The Pentagast are Navarra. Without us, the nation would either still be one of the multi-city-states that comprise the free marches that are under our legion control. Most likely the latter, as only Navarra's strength holds back the Emperor's expansion. And by that I refer to the brilliance of Pentagast generals and the influence of Pentagast coin. I find it interesting that you mentioned dragon hunting as our only significant trait. You do understand, I hope, that dragons disappeared centuries ago, only recently returning at the beginning of this age. Some of our clan have taken up the old trade out of nostalgia, my cousin Ferdinand the most prominent among them, but those days are largely done. Today there are 14 branches of the family, 18 if one counts our relations among the Van Markhams, each consisting of multiple families and twisting bloodlines connecting us to almost every major house across Thedas. That's crazy. I am fully aware that King Marcus wanes in health, and neither he nor Ferdinand have children. But make no mistake, there will be another Pentagast sitting on the Navarran throne, and that man or woman will lead us into the prosperous future. There will be no civil war. Jeez. The Seekers of Truth, the Pentagast. I hope we learn a lot more about the Pentagast house in Velgar, because I think Navarro is going to be one of the main areas we explore. The Seekers of Truth aren't Templars, not precisely, once they were called the Inquisition, but upon the signing of the Navarran Accord, they gave up that name and became the order they are now, standing over as Templars as watchers and enforcers. I honestly cannot claim to know more than that. I don't know how many Seekers there are, a few dozen. If they have a base of operations, I don't know where it is. Certainly not with any of us. The only time we'll see one is when a Seeker is summoned, perhaps in response to a complaint by one of the first enchanters. They'll investigate the problem, and if it turns out a Templar did something they don't like, he's disciplined, severely, without question. Even the Knight Commander bows to their will. If a Seeker of Truth shows up, you know every last Templar is sweating, hoping their gaze doesn't fall on him. I think we read this one before. Of course, that changed when the Navarran Accord was broken. I'm told the Chantry broke it, but it was the Lord Seeker Lambert who made the announcement. He said the Seekers of Truth and the Templar Order were going to hunt rebel mages. No matter what the Divine commanded, I don't know he had the authority, that he could just say we would do this and everyone would follow. But we did. I never thought of it that way, but the Seekers have always been our guides. Now they've led us into war. So the first part might have been similar to something we read in 2, when they first entered, or first brought up Seekers. Because they're like, oh, when a Seeker's there, every Templar is scared. They should be. Places? Ferelden after the Blight. Okay, we can read this. One need only stroll through the Dun Margaret to appreciate Ferelden's resilience. You would be hard-pressed to believe that Darkspawn ravaged the city within our lifetime. Scars remain for the people who live through it, but life moves forward. Now children play in the streets, children for whom the blight is a story their parents tell. I once heard a small boy ask what a darkspawn was. To him, it was only the word he heard from the older youths. We teach that a learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker. Andraste, forgive me, but I felt joy at his smiling ignorance. The actions of our rulers are thus a puzzle to me. Despite the events at Kirkwall, Ferelden continues to offer refuge to the rebel mages. Offer refuge to the rebel mages, which will only bring trouble to our doorsteps. It already has. Rumors among the merchants suggest that Starkhaven places sanctions on a trade as a sign of protest. Of course they have. Is Sebastian the ruler of Starkhaven? Did he actually go back? One hears of conflict in the hinterlands between Templars and mages. Mother Diana says I am to accompany her to the conclave in Haven. She says to have faith in divine Justinia and that, whatever comes, we shall see the Maker's will done. I think of those smiling children who have not grown up with death and fear, and I pray it is so. Oh no! They're dead! Navarra. The fourth time I reread this is Brother Jenna TV. That's all we have to say on that. The hinterlands. My lord Tegan. I retired to the hinterlands for peace and quiet away from the politics, and because the wide open spaces were perfect to let my horses run. Instead, the war between the mages and Templars have turned your beautiful hills into a series of burning battlefields. The farmers who live in the hinterlands are good folk. Many of them left Virkil village because they couldn't bear to be there anymore. Not after the blight and the walking dead left so many bad memories. Now we got apostates running around setting fire to anyone who looks at them sideways. Are they actually doing that? Or you're talking about the ones not taking refuge in Redcliffe? And Templars, that's what it is. And Templars looting houses and cutting down those who protest as mage sympathizers. My wife Elena sent off our field hands to stay with her family in the east, but there are a lot of poor people here with nowhere to go. We get more refugees every day, this village attacked by mad mages or that farmstead burned to the ground by Templars who can't tell a hoe from a staff. Wow. I suppose you're stretched thin, but anything you can do to lessen the burden of these poor folk would be much appreciated. I'll do as I can, and if your men need better mounts, say the word. Best of luck to you, my lord. Remember not to let Duchess puff out her gut when you saddle her. Yours in service, Dennett. A letter from Redcliffe's former horsemaster to Arl Tegan of Redcliffe, undelivered. Resources found here, Alfred. Okay, so it's undelivered. Val Royeaux. Alistair's on the throne with Honora. Are they doing anything to help quell the war? Are they sending soldiers to bring peace? I don't think we've seen them. Val Royeaux, any resident of Royan, will say it is the greatest city in the world. Many take such pride for arrogance, but they do so through smiles as they nod in agreement. For such is the cost of doing business in the capital. Val Royeaux is in every way a world leader. In commerce, culture, and its own exaggerated beauty. The site was founded during Everon's grand unification, the result of a mix of influences not so much balanced as driven together. And while such an amalgamation would be cause for chaos elsewhere, the prosperity of the region has enabled an upward spiral of indulgence. The capital has endured the ages to become a beacon of civilization, and its citizens the measure of modernity. Just ask them. An element of Val Royeaux is notoriously risque, and it exists harmlessly beside the oh god, how do you say that? I mess it up every time. Not atrocity. How do you say it? Erotocracy. Sorry, the high nobles, and the palace bureaucrats. Indeed, it tends to indulge in the city's darker side quite frequently, if discreetly, and that only adds to the mystique. Nobility elsewhere tend to be more conservative and concerned about their reputation, even if a trip into the capital to indulge a few private pleasures is not completely out of the question. In Val Royeaux, transgressions are suffered and forgiven with flamboyant urgency. This is not to say the city is without lasting scandal or hardship, but one must squint past the gilding to be allowed even a glimpse, as Royans are very careful about the face they present. Such it is with the mask of nobility and the underbelly of their streets. That's why they wear masks. Nope. Tales. Did I need to read this one? Notorious raider trash. You want to know about my raider friends, huh? Well, in the world would make a goody-goody like you poke your nose in such dirty business. Well, there's good Sir Thaddeus, of course. Some people say he runs the Armada. He doesn't. No one does. The Armada is a collection of ships, and each one is like a nation unto itself. Its own role, its own people, its own leader. Thaddeus is respected, of course. You don't sink a half a dozen Orlesian frigates without earning at least some respect. He's a dangerous man, but he's no king of the Armada. Anyone tells you that, they're lying or misinformed. Then there's Lachlan Poole. Likes to sail around the southern cape of Ravane, rattling his saber and posturing like it means something. No one really cares what Lachlan Poole does, though only a fool will say that to his face. You see, the thing about Lachlan Poole is he's got gold, lots of it, all earned through legitimate means, even. He still has a trading company somewhere in the marches, and hires people to run it while he plays adventurer on the high seas. That's funny. The Armada let him do it because it always pays to have friends with coin. The one you should really watch out for is Ianto. They call him the Talon, the terror of Lamaran, but most often that crooked bastard what might kill you in your sleep. Slavery, murder, torture, nothing is too much for Ianto. He'd traffic in souls if he discovered a way to extract them from people. In fact, I'm sure he has some Tevinter cronies working on that right this second. I'm sure there's coin to be made in stolen souls somewhere. The Imperium, probably. Isabella, self-proclaimed Queen of the Eastern Seas. Isabella! So nice to see or hear from her in some capacity. Was there another one that we didn't read? It didn't seem like it. Well, it says there is one, but I don't know. Am I blind? Am I blind? I think it's lying to me. Whatever. Tutorials! Alright, enough of that. We have more reading to do. I'm gonna explore Royeaux.
Excuse me, but is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
That's the plan.
We're going to give it a try, at least.
No one is doing anything.
Exactly.
Chantry's useless, and the Templars, Andraste. I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
No, thank you. Cassandra?
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, she is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite her, if it pleases you.
Aw, Cassandra approved of that, though.
Head to Haven, then. We need good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
Nice, we got an agent. I want to talk to this lady, too. Revered Mother Havara.
This victory must please you greatly,
Not
Seeker
really.
Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand?
What?
Do not delude yourself.
How did we force your hand?
Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. If you do not believe you are the Maker's chosen, then what are you?
Just an elf.
I'm an elf of the Dalish clans. Nothing more.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
I also wanted to choose the option of someone who could help because we're trying to do something at least, unlike them just posturing and talking and yelling.
You're obviously skeptical. What do you believe I am?
Our divine. Her holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things
I like this line.
Must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
I like that line. If you are true, or if you are, what was it? If you are true, then a great many things are false. And if you're false, there are a great many things that have failed. I like that line quite a bit.
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
We have already done so. And what good has it done us? Now it falls on us to select a new divine, if we can, and leave the next step to her.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us, and your Inquisition, is in the Maker's hands now.
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
There must be sense to what we can't see.
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker? Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
I think so, because they already have power. Wait, did we... Oh, God.
What were you hoping the Lord Seeker would do exactly?
Put aside his war against the mages and find common purpose against something much more dire.
That's what we're doing.
Obviously, he has other plans. With the knights vigilant slain at the Conclave, there is nothing more we can do.
Perhaps there is something we can do.
I'd like to believe that, Seeker.
See, that's what we're doing. We're putting aside the differences.
I suppose we can expect renewed effort against the mages from him, and yet more chaos.
Like, we're literally putting aside everything and trying to fix things. That's what they were hoping the Templars would do.
How many Templars turned on the Chantry exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison.
The White Spire.
But now, it stands empty. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
I think there was a book on the White Spire, and that's where coal comes from. Some fucked up things happen in the White Spire, I think. If I'm remembering correctly.
How are people responding to all of this?
Despair. Fear. We mourn Her Holiness. The people look to the sky and wonder how long before terror comes for us all. There must be a way through this. Is it you?
Yes.
The Templars?
No.
The Maker's Will?
No.
We abandoned our duties. We servants of the faith. Now we can only pray.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come out on top.
If only that were
Oh my
true.
God.
What's to stop you from trying?
Seriously.
We are not looking for a winning horse. We are simply trying to do the right thing.
Then do the right thing and help us. Whoa, why does my camera do that? Anyway, we're going to be reading, we're going to be exploring all of Val Royeaux has to offer. The third line of Orleans, respected Duke Yvonne of Savrine.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
Jesus. I'll look at that 1 second. Emperor Florian. Grand Duke Florian was not supposed to ascend to the Orlesian throne. His elder brother, Emperor Judical II, had two twin sons and thus a very secure line. Florian was free to pursue other interests, none of which revolved around the game. Indeed, the imperial court largely ignored him, and that was how he liked it. All that is recorded of that era is that he married, produced a single daughter, and afterwards showed little interest in her. Wow. An outbreak of the 100 Days cough in 877 Blessed changed his plan. Both of Judical's sons perished, and as did Florian's daughter. Racked by grief, Judical lost interest in ruling, turning over all matters pertaining to the rebellion in Ferelden to his advisors, and instead spending his time hunting in the country. When Judical was thrown from his horse during a fox hunt in 884 Blessed, Florian was suddenly vaulted into the throne. Famously, his response to the Chevaliers delivering the news at his estate is to be said, "This will not do at all." A private and somewhat eccentric man, Florian limited his appearances at court and dealt mostly exclusively with members of his own family. He was extremely particular about his habits of dress and grooming, eschewing current fashions for the sake of comfort and refusing to wear cosmetics or powders of any kind due to intense dislike of being dirty. Powerful and connected nobles who had served in the cabinet since his father's time were turned away in favor of his younger brother, Renaud, his sister, Melisande, and his cousins. Children were banned from the palace, even the children of servants, and the exceptions of his nephew and nieces, who were tolerated only on the condition that they remain out of the emperor's sight. Regarding suggestions that Florian and his youngest cousin, Megrin, were lovers, the truth is uncertain. If such a relationship existed, it was no doubt kept private due to Florian's aversion to public life, and not from any fear of rumors. Such rumors, after all, were likely spread due to the emperor's refusal to sire another child and thus secure his line. Many believed this failing would eventually lead to civil war. The only real evidence of a relationship with Megrin is a loud and very public argument the two had prior to Megrin's appointment, or exile as he saw it, to the throne of Ferelden. Megrin is said to have called Florian "my darling," and neither man chose to explain the argument later. Oh, man, it's a man, Megrin! The predictions of civil war almost came to pass upon Florian's death in 919 Dragon. With no clear heir, the throne eventually passed to the only daughter of Grand Duke Reynard, Celine, after a vicious struggle that threatened to consume the empire. Alright, let's look at this note.
The Chantry has just shown themselves helpless. Who will fetch their Templars back, I wonder?
Favors for friends. A message is written in a large flowing hand and bordered with doodles. People say you're special, I want to help, and I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Royeaux. I hear he wants to hurt you. You have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, and around the cafe, and maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friends of Red Ginny. A poor drawing of the location of the market is attached. Sarah. What do you say?
Know my heart. Take from me a life of sorrow. Comfort is only yours to give. Oh, Maker, where is the comfort? Look away. I have broken the chant because it comes from my heart.
Oh, damn.
What have we when our divine is dead and the sky burns?
We know what he means by that. He's like a chanter that only speaks in the chant.
What do you mean you broke the chant?
But Orin doesn't know that.
I'm also ignorant of the Maker's most
Oh my
basic
god, okay,
rites.
yeah.
The chant of light is how we honor the Maker.
Don't have to be rude about
They
it.
are the only words that the faithful should hear from my lips. But I can't. Our divine is dead. Our Templars gone. The Maker's silence is deafening. What hope have we?
The Inquisition can give you the answers you need.
So I have a faith I've lost. Or one that seeks to drive it from me. I can't even look to our Templars. How is this not darkness?
Okay, dude.
The Templars didn't even...
I believe that messenger is trying to get our attention.
Bro, I was trying to listen to the conversation. Yes, hello.
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you
Yep,
not?
that's me.
I have an invitation for you.
Oh, invitation. First Enchanter Vivian, right. You're cordially invited to attend my salon held at the Chateau of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine. Yours, Vivian de Fer, First Enchanter of Mas de Mard, Enchanter at the Imperial Court. Dude. Such a title. Hi.
I am open to you and yours. I price at a premium for everyone, so don't assume it's because you're with the Inquisition.
I wasn't, but now you got me thinking. I'll have to do some inventory management later.
I expect my customers to know a rarity when they see it, just as I do.
Okay. Let's go back over here and read everything. Grace of the Empire East. Welcome all before the Grace of the Empire stage and audience for the use of all. For theater and business, for partnership and proposal, be seen. Display reserved for songs traditionally by Lord Brandthorpe and his players cancelled. Oh. And respected Duke Stefan of Val Montague, I don't know how to say his name. Reserved for his strangest sound and his static puppets beyond glass. Reserved? What does it mean when they say that? This display reserved for presentations of affection as though private and also discounted spirits presented by company Misdirect Theater. So interesting stuff. And respected Duke Isidore de Arlésians. The display reserved for discourse political with attending professors of social matters from the University of Royeaux. Note that all vendors of loftable groceries will be closed in the hour beforehand and for 1/2 after. Grocers. The first Lion of Royeaux, respect to Emperor Alphonse Valmont. The Lions of Royeaux, a repeating element dedicated to the great defenders otherwise noted. It is rumored that one is gold, one is bronze, and weighted with a poison, one is chocolate, and one is watching. As the saying goes, dare we all a thief to test his back and learn which is most dangerous to try, deny, or lay. In truth, all are lead and leaf. Don't pretend to ride them too long, lest the mind give way. What? The mind give way, huh? What's over here? Oh, there's a note here. Not of heroes, united in hatred. If we are re-examining motive, let us not stop at the sons of the betrayer. For the first leader of young Orlais after the sons was Giselle, chattel wife of 2 of them, but examine the facts. A proud daughter of the Syrian, chosen not unkindly by Isaraf to be his bride. It was her reach that granted him power to unify. Consider what she witnessed in the conciliation of her people. She has always been portrayed with sadness, but what if, when our nation was born, the game was born with it? Judge her actions not as property, but as master, and what changes? As victim, Isaraf, rumored cruel, breaks the claims in a lust for power. His brother Verald, exiled from his own machinations in young Navarra, appeals to the saddened wife and promises a new path. The brothers vie, and Verald wins, and then demands the hand of Giselle. Another frail and greedy for power. In a decade, the shy victim Giselle is the figurehead of the people's rebellion against the last son of the betrayer. As master, bound to the rivalries are older, she harbors a hatred between or beyond Teventer. And while Isaraf is distracted with personal concern or with building a nation to withstand his own people's enemies, she invites the broken brother and sets him against the driven. While accepting marriage to the victor, Giselle seeds rebellion among those who remember how their lands were taken not a generation before. Both leave her as ruler, as... How do you say that? What is that? Georgia? I'm butchering that, I'm sure, but I'm sorry. But should not the rule of a victim been uncertain? Giselle rules for 42 years. There were no great swings backwards, no people's retribution, for she had become accustomed. If the goals of Isaraf were selfish and the goals of Giselle was to reverse them, then Aurelia is born of the failure of both. But if Isaraf built the father's wall and Giselle wanted revenge, then we are a nation of 2 successes. 2 parents, in opposition but in partnership. Interesting. I don't know who those people are. Alright, we're gonna explore.
They say you're scratching for power.
Okay.
Not on these streets.
Okay. Whatever you say. Difficult time for those who have lost. While I understand concerns for prosperity and the general dressing of the bazaar, I must caution that release is needed. We are suffering not just ongoing civil conflict, pitting brother against sister, not just outright war, pitting Templar against mage, not just the loss of our most holy and the best of our leaders. We are suffering all 3. As the sky is wounded for all to see, all we know of our world is threatened, along with all we know of the next. With this most grave notation, I ask that the writs of losses and missing remain, that the citizens, however indirectly, be allowed to post their griefs of known dead, and the names of hopefully living, and with them, their criticism of how they have been told or not told. For while I have no doubt we as Orlesians will maintain our utmost composure, there must be a release. There must be grief. There must be mourning. If not, if we do not allow this simple expression, we risk a greater outburst. True, you can't let everything just bundle inside. Let our people shed their tears, and as reserved a means as necessary. The market will be cleared in due course, but this day, this time, we must let this simple expression stand. I agree. Can't just bottle everything up. Oh my god, there's so much reading. There's so much fucking reading. Maror de la Mer was cut from Royeaux in 849. Blessed. It was the will of the mad Emperor Royeaux, who demanded a reflecting hole large enough to draw his vain deceased mother back across the Vale. Many shops and vendors were evicted to make room for his folly, and several memorials to the heroes of the first four blights were simply toppled. Jesus. The reservoir supports little in the way of life, as the bottom was lined with lead to increase their reflective properties. Royeaux intended it for divination using both his massive planchettes, but work was not finished until the week of his own death. The water see little use today, save for lazy or fortifications, sojourns, by the nobility aboard decorative gondolas. Reservoir stocking evaluation trimmers floating, taste is off, water birds die off. Restocking failed, fish not fit, do not consume. You're telling me he made this entire thing and it can't even have life? Varric, what are you doing? Varric, don't jump. It's full of lead. You'll probably die if you consume this water. Lead poisoning. I don't know why this is humming. I get it's important, but it doesn't have to hum like that. Favors for friends. A red handkerchief folded around a key with a small hasty scrawl. Key lifted from drunk swearing about Harold. Don't know what door. I'm out. My debt is paid. Oh, and there's a book. Wow. The Randy Dowager Quarterly. The Randy Dowager welcomes the blooms of spring with a collected... Yeah, that word. Being a scandalous representation of Her Majesty's favorite cotton flagrante delectable. Can their uniforms and modesty withstand the assault? The Randy Dowager exhibitions, whatever, for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The Lady Herald says, hardly a Tetris, but generously arousing a polished caress does it for you. And it should. 3 scarfs fluttered in shock out of 5. Hardly a Tetris. Varric? Question mark? Can't they just drain the water, replace the lead with actual things that won't harm us, and then use it? Surely they have the money and the people to do that. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I can't get up there. Oh, that's saddening. Oh, sorry, Cassandra. That's saddening. Okay. Okay, get me out of here. I want out of this hallway. Barnabas.
Open? Yes, as open as I can be. If you've a need for the well-cut or the sparkling, perhaps I can help. At the very least...
Oh, he was still talking. Oopsie. Can I... I don't know what I sold, but it's yours.
From the lowest slaves to the highest kings.
Hello.
Go back to your own. This city doesn't need your Inquisition.
People are so racist. It's it's crazy. Le Masque du Luan. We cheered when honored was her might, but many more deserve a thought. For though she was the first a knight, her kin and kind have always fought. From a plaque with a dedication, Le Masque de Luan, sponsored by Princess Corinne's first cavalier for those we stood beside. Hello.
We maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
Yeah, I bet. Look at this. The head of Madame Snappy Snips, the mascot of Le Masque du Luan, named in jest but generally respected, the Grand Ma'am, as she is also called, was the last dragon brought down by Sir Koenig, the previous owner of the cafe. A spirited hunter, Koenig came of age in the years following the sighting that named the era, while others were quick to assume the tales of ancient Navarran dragon hunters must have been exaggerated. He tracked the gradual increase in dragon numbers and size. Koenig believed he had yet to see a true return of the beasts of legend, and that the specimens of this day were young despite their ferocity. It is a cruel victory, but today we know Sir Koenig to have been correct. Even as he may have fallen into his own expertise, he was years overdue from his last hunt. And for the rest of us, travel-weary, what we thought to be the pinnacle of dragon strength may have been closer to adolescence. The sisters of Madame Snappy Snips may have left their siblings far behind. Madame Snappy Snips.
Yes, thank you.
We got a new song. Not of heroes, Mathrath and sacrifice, Andraste, Our Lady of the Sword and the Fire against Tevinter. Whoa! Betrayed to the Empire in exchange for a kingdom. Mathrath with... Do we... So they did have sons. Well, she didn't have the sons. Okay. Betrayed to the Empire in exchange for a kingdom, Mathrath now synonymous with treachery. But would Andraste have won? And if not, what would we have lost? Let us look not just at the act, but at the why of it. As the armies of faith pierced the Imperial homeland, it was revealed not as a wave, but as an arrow. And as any hunter will attest, if your aim is not true, there is no returning to the bow. We must consider... I do like this song. How much of Our Lady's victory to this point was against true Imperium, and how much was against the echoes of Empire? Andraste the Inspiration may have not considered such, but Mathrath the General fought for homeland, not visions. Was it victory or defeat that his betrayal held at bay? Mathrath made the deal that killed Our Lady, that is fact, and when Andraste died, Mathrath was gifted everything from the southern plains south. How generous and impossible to hold. This must have seemed. Let us look on Mathrath and the legacy divided amongst his sons, not even with an eye for accusation, but from a tactical consideration. For he must have known that mere rivals had never stopped Tevinter. What if he said about creating peers, and none of this was accident? How then fared Isarath, Everon, and Verald? Is she singing in French? A different, simple script on the back of a stable report, marked with red paint. Thank you, friends, for helping good Lady Karis. Saw those who asked about Harold enter third passage. Could not stay to see them exit. Third passage. The summer home of Mr. Glubs, a seasonal home for the childhood pet of the twin sons of Empress Yvette. The nature of Mr. Glubs remains unknown, save that he was a gift from a Ravani ambassador, and he was eventually released to the sea after taking the hand of a sluggish page. Oh.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you. How nice. Someone actually welcomed us. Why is there so much to read? There's something back here. The lovers of clove. Every district has one, at least one, and the question must be, why is a place meant for dalliance declared in such an obvious way? And the answer, of course, is that obviousness is the entirety of the point. When manners and station will not allow impassioned words, such corners are places to be seen, not be seen. Entering with a paramour is as much a declaration of singing out in joy, which one of good standing must never do. The alcove is thus a dignified means of announcing romantic affiliation, either for genuine partnership or to appear as such in order to spare a suitor a refusal. Dignity, of course, requiring that one does not also make use of the darkness for actual physical gratification. This has, of course, never occurred. That's funny. More books! The death of diversity. What could hold back an empire? Another. What could hold back so defiant a people as Tevinter? Another. Let's consider if eldest Isarath was not meant to honor Mathrath, for the father's fate was already condemned by hidden betrayal. Let us consider that Isarath was told to turn from ties to Mathrath to look forward, not back. What of his actions then? Isarath was granted a land of tribes, of scattered alliance. His answer was the grand unification which most condemn as arrogance, sweeping changes in trade, relocations to break local allegations. Wait. What? Ganses? All to favor centralized trade and power. Cities were leveled to expand a new capital, a powerful and influential city of a new nation. Royeaux of Orlais, and all in the name of not lost Andraste, but of holding back looming Tevinter. Power was united, but culture is less so, investing everyone in the new Orlais, stratified the classes, and through it all spread a bitterness that a Ferelden ruled. Isarath avoided the strain of his father, for he was seen as a victim too, but he was still Alamari. What if, dear readers, the final unifying element came not from an accident, or even the deliberate actions of Isarath, but from a common hatred, and not the common hatred of the day? The sons of Mafraf would succeed at creating a pure for Tevinter, but only at the cost of themselves. Amazing.
What? Yes, I'm sorry.
Do we?
Minding the duties of the ailing mother, Havara. I am rather overwhelmed. Forgive me. I am unsure whether I meant to extend chantry services to you, and that troubles me greatly.
Okay. You don't have to. You can just chill. Alright, this room will be our friend later on. I think we can pick up codex or things we miss along the way.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a second floor to all this. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna explore the top. And then we'll be done with Royeaux for now. A scrap of parchment is hastily torn from an ornate document stuffed into its hiding space with a large red sock. And we are to obey well. We meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new way. Scrawled below in a misspelled script, Herald at time, praise Androst. Taken together, the message revealed time, path, and key to a location on the world map. Thank you for that. Yo, can we go back here? No, there's an invisible wall. Alright, I'm gonna explore through here, but I don't think there's gonna be much to see. Maybe a few shops. Oh, a season of 4 afoul. Why is there so much reading? I know I said I wanted to read, but damn. At this window, the thief Tridwell did witness the attempted assault of Lady Castine. He surrendered his chance for escape to catch and hold her silent. A bard of Lord Halvine, hero thief, foiled bard, and conspiring noble were all censored as per their station and relevant action. Lashing and labor disappeared and orchestrized for the social season, respectively. The scandal played out far longer in the theatrical serialized adaptation, which reimagined the 3 as siblings separated at birth, competing for Lady Castine's hand at her organization. I can't speak. The conclusion was relatively accurate to the original event, save the punishment of the thief and noble being swapped to comic effect. Generally good reviews received, though some thought the height of the lady's hair to be unrealistic. What? The height of the lady's hair? That's hilarious. Do I have to spell? I kind of want it. No, we'll leave it there. I was the only one that leveled up. Oh, why do I keep something over here? Another book to read. No, I'm sorry. I can't read anymore. I think that's all that's up here is reading. Oh my god, there's more books. I'm sure it's really nice, but my throat's hurting and I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. Can we not get to this area? Oh, buddy. Sometimes this game really frustrates me with how much there is to read. And I love the lore. Okay. What was that? Longing in the upper court, a torn page from unsigned diary. My weakness bids me not by chance to gaze upon the upper court, where shadows of our final dance and wishes of my heart consort. That's a big reservoir, and it's all filled with lead. Huh. That's awful. Very beautiful place. I'm glad we are able to see Royeaux, because I think they hype up Orlais for so long. And now we finally get to see it. So it's nice. Can't go in there? Okay. There's a store here, but I don't think we can buy anything from it. Hello?
Is this a shop?
I maintain a premises wherein customers of a certain affluence entertain the purchase of my ware. So yes, shop.
Shop.
Fine, just get to what you sell.
I do not sell anything. I have one item available for purchase. It is far too expensive for it merely to be sold. You may gaze upon it and dream of the wealth required to possess it, as have lords and kings. And then you may leave and purchase things from shops more aligned with your station.
How do you keep the
So
doors open on a
pretentious.
shop with one item?
My shop is a destination. Luminaries of every description journey here to see what is denied to them. Some pay tribute, in the vain hope I will barter. They do not have the will to pay the price. They require a bargain to justify the spend, to ease their conscience. That would defeat the entirety of the purpose.
I can't see it. Tell me what it is.
If you have to ask, you are not the one to buy it.
I need to know if I can use it.
And again, the point is missed. If mere use is your concern, you should go elsewhere. The person who claims this will not be known for using it. They will be known because they paid for it.
So you sell one very expensive item, and it's worth it?
Let me now interrupt the inevitable defense of your thrift. I'm sure you have treasures, and you will have many more. You could parade them from here to Halam Shiral, but none of that would allow you to say you have purchased this. The item is irrelevant. The price is worth it.
The price is worth it, is it?
I don't see why this is special. Anyone can overprice something.
To overprice an item must have a known value already. It is then priced over what it is worth. This has only the value I have set. It has never had another. It is not overpriced. It is priced.
Okay.
Well,
so like he's saying no one else sells this, so it's just priced.
It is not used to feet that have been subjected to soil.
Oh my god. And it's like 10,000? It's a mystery box. Loot boxes? Huh. Sorry, I cannot read anymore. I don't know if they're going to be in my codex later or not, but oh well. My throat is literally killing me. So we're just going to enjoy the game. Very beautiful area. I don't think there's much else to see, so we're probably going to bring this episode to a close. Let me see where I'm at. We'll check out this lower one real quick, and then we'll bring this episode to a close. Maybe return back to, oh my god, there's another plaque. Pillars of our everlasting flame. The pillars of our everlasting flame ignited 530 exalted, capped 562 exalted. Forgive them their petty nature, for the suit of your eternal flames blacken their silks. Let me level up my peeps. Let me level up my peeps. Leaping shot, sure. %10 for every 10% health lost. Bear mauls the wolves. Let's get some more ice mine. Will be good. Bear mauls wolves. Please move. Please stop. Oh my god, there's a plaque here. The waiting alcove, forever empty in anticipation of artistic endeavor worthy of the envy and insidious jealousy of the capital and her glorious emperor. 848 blessed. Mad shit empty as his head. Mad shit empty as his head. Very beautiful though, I will say that. But there's like not a lot going on other than just reading stuff, which is a little disappointing. Hello.
Ah, the Herald of Andraste.
Yep.
Is there something I might help you with?
Nope, apparently nothing.
Thank you, sister. Make her go with you.
Apparently nothing. What? I can go down from here? Oh, no, it's like a secret thing. And there's nothing over here. Awesome. I think with that, we're gonna... I don't think I can fast travel out of here, so I'm gonna fast travel over here. And we'll go out the gates. And then we'll bring this episode to a close once we get back to Haven. We didn't really explore this area real quick. Seems like it's just armor.
Well, this has all been a frustrating mess. Templars and Chantry and especially the mages, just everything. I apologize if you were refused service, but we are now open for business. Especially if you put my wares to use.
Okay. I think we're good. Please. I want to get out of here. Reading hell.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
Oh, yeah? We have nothing in common. That's so rude.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided
So
death.
was Lord Seeker.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
Oh.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
Good. Will you help us?
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
All right. So we've seen both sides of who we can choose to help us with the breach. I don't think those things stayed. Oh well. Look at her image. She kind of looks cute. Grand Enchanter Fiona is considered an anomaly among mages. She is, for instance, the only member of the Circle of Magi ever to leave due to the recruitment by the Grey Wardens, and then return. The circumstances of that return are largely unknown, but the notoriety she gained within the Circle allowed her to rise rapidly in the ranks. She became first Enchanter of the Monstamard Tower, and then elected Grand Enchanter of the College in Cumberland. The latter was based on her advocacy for the greater mage freedom, a view she claimed her time with the Wardens supported. Urging for a vote on the matter led to the College of Enchanters' dissolution in 940 Dragon, and then, when a vote was attempted secretly to Lord Seeker Lambert of the Seekers of Truth, arresting Fiona and her fellow enchanters. Following their flight to the ruin of Andorol's Reach, the escaped mages held and passed a final vote on the Circle of Magi's independence. This began the Mage Rebellion. While Fiona no longer holds the official position of Grand Enchanter, most mages still consider her an integral part of the rebellion's leadership. Crazy. So we can choose the mages or the Templars. And honestly, I love both outcomes.
Return to Haven.
What was that? We're going to return to Haven and see what has come about that. And then we'll start gathering the rest of our companions, I think. And properly exploring the hinterlands and the other places as we gain more power. I feel like having more companions is better this way before starting all that. So we'll see. Trying to tell myself exactly what we're doing before I do it so I can stick to it, but sometimes things go awry. Is there going to be a cutscene? No. Let's actually bring this episode to a close. I'll probably go up to this. You know what? No. Let's go up there now. Let's go up there now and see the cutscene, and then we'll bring the episode to a close. Trying to keep these a little long, and there is a lot to do in Inquisition compared to the other two games. I feel like Origins also had a lot, but Inquisition has a lot.
You dislike the Templars, sister?
No. I know their purpose, but you remember I once ministered in a circle chantry.
Yes. I assumed you were used to having Templars around, keeping us safe from the mages.
The mages in the circle followed the chant of light as faithfully as the Templars, sister. More faithfully than some Templars, even. Some of the things those Templars did when they thought I did not see.
Yikes! Alright, I'm back. We brought word.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
Yeah.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
We're gonna tell them to choose.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
So it'll be dangerous. I've been in danger since I walked out of the Fade.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
Exactly.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
Got it, boss.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
Alright. We know what we must be done. Oh, Liliana?
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished.
Oh.
I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
What?
So you're telling me this because...
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
There is more going on than you thought. Directly involved with the Grey Wardens. Alright, with that, I think we'll bring this episode to a close. Next episode, we will be tackling our companion quest. Probably starting with Sarah and Vivian and then Blackwall. And I think there's Creme de la Creme outside, it looks like. Possibly. So we'll do all that next episode. I'm excited to get them, and then we can start focusing on the hinterlands and the other places as we go about. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.